Hey guys, in just about a minute, we're going to go ahead and get started. We've got Chase here from HighLevel with us, who's going to show us how to get some immediate quick wins with HighLevel in this webinar. Chase, whenever you're ready, we'll get going.
Cool. Thanks for having us. So I'd love to know, for everybody that's here, what are you guys? Are you agency owners? Are you builders that work for agencies? I'd love to just get a little context of who we have with us today. Okay, cool. Owner, great. And awesome. Cool.
Yeah.
And
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, are most people already using HighLevel? Is there anybody here who's completely new to HighLevel? We'll just hang out for a second. I just want to get a sense of, okay, cool. So there are some new folks. Okay, great. Awesome. Cool. Well, let's hop into it. So today we are talking about automated wins. And today's talk is actually the first part in a series of webinars that we're doing called the Lead Gen Playbook. And so just to give you some context here, HighLevel has been around for about 3 years now. And in that time, we have worked with tens of thousands of agencies, the majority of them being lead generators, right? So people who are running paid ads of some sort, Facebook ads, Google ads, we're doing SEO, generating leads for other businesses. And so in that time, we've seen pretty much every model that's out there. And the most successful agencies are all pretty much doing a variation of the same thing. And that's sort of what we have put into what we're calling this lead gen playbook. Let me just move my chat screen over here. And so it's pretty tried and true, right? Everything in the playbook is basically a roadmap to success as far as strategy combined with HighLevel. And so, hopefully we'll come back and talk to you guys about some of this other stuff as well. But today we're talking about easy automated wins. So I love talking about that. Well, first of all, we kind of just talked about that. Like, what is an 8? Oh, wait. Sorry. I got the wrong slide deck here. Give me one sec. That was a variation of this. Give me one sec, guys. Sorry about that. Assets. Here we go. View and screen share. Cool. All right. So if you guys, I'd love to know, I'm assuming most of you are lead generators. If you are doing that, how long does it typically take to get your first client campaign off the ground? So if you're running an SEO campaign or ads, typically speaking, how long does it take before that first campaign goes live for your clients? You guys throw it in the chat, but typically I already know what you're going to say because the industry norm is usually a couple of weeks. And that's true for me as well. So I ran an agency for about 7 years, and it took us 2, sometimes 3, even longer for SEO to get the first campaign in motion. And it makes sense. You've got to onboard the client. You've got to get things from them. You need information from them, assets, etc. But the truth is clients hate that, right? They just cut you a check for whatever it is, $1,000, $2,500, $5,000. And essentially what we're saying is, yeah, like sit tight for a couple of weeks while we get some things in motion, and then the campaign will start. And then after that, we'll see results, and then we'll, analyze those results and optimize. But what we're saying is basically like, there's going to be a couple of weeks, maybe more than a month, where nothing's really happening. And obviously, like if you've been doing this for a while, you know that clients after a couple of days will start pinging you like, what are you guys doing? Why haven't we heard from you, etc. So if you don't have a really well put together onboarding process, it can be a really terrible way to start a relationship. But the good news is you can bridge that gap with automated wins that your clients are either already paying for or will be paying for in the near future. And what I mean by that is companies like Podium are out there in the market selling some of these features for like $500 a month on a year contract. And so things like two-way SMS, Google My Business Chat, MisCall text back, consolidating communications. These are things that businesses are starting to realize they need. And so they're looking for these solutions in the market, and HighLevel delivers all of them. So it's kind of crazy to not take advantage of that and collect software revenue for these automated features. So the first one that we're going to talk about is two-way SMS. Every business has customers or potential customers that want to text message them, whether they know it or not. And most businesses are not set up to handle SMS. If you do come across a business that's doing SMS communication or WhatsApp communication, it's typically through somebody's phone, or maybe they have like an office cell phone that they pass around between the managers and stuff, which is crazy, right? In this day and age, they need a system where they can communicate via text message. And obviously HighLevel delivers that out of the box. But what's awesome is our Webchat widget. So this is sort of the evolution of what used to be live chat, right? Live chat came out and people thought, oh, this is amazing. Like, we'll put it on the site, and users saw it and they were like, this is great. I can just chat because I hate getting on the phone, right? Most of us hate getting on the phone nowadays. The problem is there's never anybody on the other end ready to reply like instantly. So it becomes very annoying because you're just sitting there waiting for a reply. And nowadays you get like the thing that pops up and it's like, we typically reply in 8 hours. And you're like, oh, great. Like, well, I'm definitely not sitting here on this website for 8 hours. And so you leave. Now, the web chat widget that's in HighLevel is really just a gateway into an SMS conversation. So somebody fills out their name, their number, and their message. It comes into the system as an SMS, and it goes back out when you reply or your clients reply as an SMS. So what we've done is untethered the end user from the website. They're free to leave the site and go about their day, but you're still in communication with them because you've opened up this text message conversation. So users love it. And what's amazing is that when you as the agency put it on your client's site, immediately messages will start flowing through because traffic is already going to your client's sites. The truth is, though, that traffic wants to communicate with SMS. And if SMS isn't there, a big percentage of them won't communicate at all, right? They're not going to take the time to fill out a form, and they definitely don't want to pick up the phone and call you. So if we think about it as like a river, these fish are just swimming right by. And when you put a web chat widget on a client site, you're essentially just dropping a net and catching fish that were already swimming by. And so to your clients, that sort of feels magical. Like, holy smokes, we just paid these guys yesterday, and all of a sudden new leads are coming in through this platform that they have. And so right off the bat, they're finding value in what they're paying you for. So that's win number one. You got to get web chat widget on your client's site right away. As a bonus, this is really cool. We don't talk about it enough. In the SMS conversation, what you want to do is get your clients using the mobile app, right? So HighLevel has what we call gray label mobile app called Lead Connector. Anybody can download it from Android or from Android or Apple Store. And you just tell it, oh yeah, we have an app, it's called Lead Connector. You log in, it connects you to your leads. Well, in the app, when you're in a conversation, there's a little paperclip icon. And if you click it, one of the options is to record a video. And so this is awesome because all you do is hit record, your camera turns on, and you can train your clients to do things like, imagine I'm, at the front desk of the dentist office. That's my client. Hey, Chase, thanks for claiming that free teeth whitening offer that we're running. I've got a voucher with your name on it. There's Dr. Bob. He can't wait to clean your teeth. Like, say hi, Dr. Bob. All right, great. The next step is to get you booked. We texted you the link. We emailed you the link, or feel free to just give us a call if you have any questions. Boom, you hit stop. The video goes to our cloud, and we spit back a link to the video into the conversation. So it looks like this. Hey, I recorded a quick video for you. Click to play. And so all they have to do is hit send. And now you're enabling people to send personalized video messages, basically frictionless, which has huge impact on conversion rates, show rates, all that kind of stuff. And by the way, you can use this for your agency, right? Every time somebody claims your free SEO audit, your free marketing audit, whatever your offer is, send them a personalized video, and watch your conversion rates go through the roof. Now, this alone, there are products in the market that sell just this for $15 to $30 a month. So think about that. We've already created huge value with the Webchat widget. This alone is another, let's call it $20 worth of value. You're slowly stacking value into the hundreds of dollars that people are happy to pay. These products have already proven in the market that businesses want to pay for these things. So keep that in mind. All right, let's talk about win number 2. Google My Business is obviously, I would say, the most important asset for a business nowadays, right? Every small business needs to have their GMB set up and optimized. If you're not helping your clients do that, you got to start. But what's awesome is that Google, full of smart people, right? Google does not want you leaving Google if you haven't figured that out yet, right? They don't actually want you clicking on websites and going to the site. They want you to stay in the search results and get everything that you need. Being as Google's full of super smart people, Google knows that people don't like to get on the phone anymore, don't like to fill out forms. They want to essentially text. And so Google has rolled out this GMB Chat. For businesses who have it turned on, when you search and you see them pop up on a mobile search or in Google Maps, you'll see this icon here. And when you click it, you can send the business message. It's amazing for the end user, but guess what? Most businesses don't know this exists, 1, and 2, they don't know how to reply to the messages. But what's awesome is when you integrate Google My Business to the sub account in HighLevel, we automatically turn it on and we automatically start pulling those conversations into the same message stream where the SMS messages go. So same place, new messages, and it becomes another net in the water, catching fish that were already going to your client's business, Google My Business profile. So again, to the client, it feels magical. It feels like new leads. I didn't have to spend any money on ads. This agency somehow is delivering me new leads, when the truth is those people were just swimming by because they couldn't communicate in their preferred method of communication. And so it's an easy win number 2, right? So you can install all this day 1. It runs itself. It doesn't require you hiring more people. But again, we're bridging that gap to the time our first campaigns go live. So that's number 2. Number 3, the MisCall text back. This is absolutely huge. So first of all, 62% of small businesses, 62% of calls that go to small businesses every day go unanswered. That kind of seems crazy, but when you think about it, look at your clients' businesses and look at who's responsible for answering the phone. That person is often responsible for way more than just answering the phone, right? They're dealing with people that walk through the door. They are taking out the trash. They're walking the owner's dog twice a day. They're getting lunch. They're doing all of these things. And if they're on a call, which half of phone calls these days are, hey, we'd like to talk about your insurance, they're missing other calls as people are calling in, right? So the number, if you ask Sean, our CEO, who ran a call center business in a previous life, he'll tell you that it's actually even higher than that. But when you think about that, that's insane. More than half the calls going to your clients are being unanswered. So what's really cool about Google My Business is that they have 2 slots for phone number. Is if you've already set up a number in the sub account before you connect to Google My Business, we check and we say, okay, the number that you're forwarding the HighLevel number to, is that the same number that's in their Google My Business account? If it is, we will automatically move that number to the second slot and put the HighLevel number in the first slot. So what does that mean? It means now that when people are searching and seeing your clients in the results, the number that they're seeing and calling is the HighLevel number. It's tracking in the system. It's recording the calls if you have the calls turned on. But now we also know if the call gets answered or not. And if it doesn't, we will automatically text them back something like this. Sorry, Mr. Call, how can we help? So think about what that does, especially for like home service business, things like that, where people are looking for quick help. Imagine your heater's broken. You're searching for somebody who can fix it. You call them. If they don't answer, you're going to go call the next person, right? But if as you're about to do that, your phone buzzes and it's a text from the people you just called and it says, sorry, Mr. Call, how can we help? Two things happen. One, you don't call the next competitor. And two, you go, sweet, I can text them because I hate getting on the phone, right? So the MisCall text back alone is an amazingly powerful feature. And what we have found is there are actually high-level agencies that sell just this. They run with just this one feature because they have found that so many businesses absolutely hate dealing with the inbound phone calls they get every day, because they know the majority of it is spam. They're actually doing work, right? And they don't have time to manage the inbound. So what people are saying is like, hey, what if we had a system that could turn all of your phone calls that are coming in into text messages, and you could quickly just scan through them and see what's crap and what's real, and then follow up on the people that are real leads via text. Businesses absolutely love it. So again, it's easy, it's automated. Set it up on day one, and your clients will find great value in it.
Yeah, and I want to add to that. That feature is absolutely amazing. So most people don't know this, but recently in November, we took over possession of 5 pizza restaurants. And the first night that we took over possession, I was told by the previous owner, hey, you guys can really, get more business if you somehow get the staff to answer every single phone call that comes in. During the busy hours, we miss a lot of phone calls, right? So my mind went, perfect. So I went to HighLevel, turned this on for all of the restaurants. And now looking back at it, a couple months later, even throughout, we received a lot of messages coming in saying, oh, perfect, I ordered. So the message that we send back is, hey, so we just noticed you called in, we missed your order. Did you know you can also order online? And here's our link, right? And so that's drove a lot of people to our website and getting a lot of online orders, opposed to those orders we would have just missed, right? Or people would have been frustrated trying to call in again and again and not be able to get through because the staff is busy. So that's been amazing. And we've looked at sort of the ROI before and after. The online order has nearly doubled, while the phone orders are much less now, because more and more people are going online. And it's perfect because now we don't have to worry about answering the phones anymore. It's taken the staff time, people are now just ordering on their own.
It's way more efficient when people order online, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Especially for restaurants, with all this issue with labor and stuff going on, you'd rather have less man hours helping customers as much as possible, right? And then if they place the order online, it's correct, right? There's no mistakes in understanding something wrong, a missed topping or whatever. But that's not only, there's multiple ways to use the MisCall text back. At one of my other companies, it's a surveillance business. And the way we use it there is, so we have an auto attendant, right? We can't enable missed call because we don't miss a call technically. So we fire off a text message on every call that comes in once every 30 days to that phone number. And that message goes, hey, were you trying to reach support or sales? If so, feel free to text us back or book a call with sales here. And then when they click on the link, it takes them to a sales demo page where they can book a call, watch a demo video as well. And that's helped a lot as well. And sometimes, so we've kind of engaged that workflow a little more. And the second message that goes out, if they've already received that message once in 30 days, is how was our support, or how do we, were we able to solve the problem that you were calling for? And that's now made us aware that if our clients are actually being helped or not. So there's plenty of ways to use this MisCall text back, and it's extremely powerful. I can't stress enough on this one.
Totally. And it looks like we have 2 questions about it. So Sarab asked, hey, I tried this, but it counts a voicemail as the phone call being answered. So that happens about 30% of the time, because Twilio is actually running like algorithms that are trying to determine if the voice that it's hearing is a voicemail or not. And so it gets it right about 7 times out of 10, but about 30% of the time it doesn't. There's a fix for that in HighLevel. There's a setting that you can turn on, and Beant can help you with this, I'm sure, that basically forces the person who answers the phone to press a key to connect the call. And that way the system knows 100% of the time if the call was answered or not. Some clients find it annoying, so they might tell you to turn it off. But if they don't mind, basically when they answer, it's like, you have an incoming call from, your website or whatever you tell it to say. And if they push the call, then it bridges through. But the point is the system will know 100% of the time if you're finding that to be a problem.
Yeah, and that's under the phone number settings. If you ever want to turn that on, feel free to check it out there.
I think it's called like Call Connect or something like that.
Yep.
Katya, is the MisCall tech spec only available in the US? No, it should be available anywhere that Twilio is available. So if you are able to buy phone numbers in HighLevel for that country, you should be able to run the MisCall tech spec. All right, so let's talk about the next win. This one's awesome because you literally don't have to do anything. HighLevel just does this by default, right? You just have to connect the different channels. But basically, we talked about how the conversation pulls in SMS messages and Google My Business chats, but it also pulls in phone call recordings, emails, Facebook messages, Instagram DMs, and very soon WhatsApps into the same stream. And so this alone is immense value. Again, there are companies out in the market that do just this, and it saves your clients a ton of time and hassle. If you ever go into your clients' Instagrams, you'll likely see a ton of DMs that went unanswered because they don't even know that they're there, right? A lot of clients have no clue what an Instagram DM is. So you bring it all together into one stream that they can monitor and answer on their phone. Again, it's immense value and it's automated. Number 5, reputation management. So in the same chat stream, we also pull in Facebook reviews and Google reviews. So this is fantastic because it makes your clients aware of how many reviews they're getting or not getting, right? And if they're few and far between, that's a great opportunity to upsell them into some reputation management that can be automated in HighLevel. And again, if you're not sure how to set all that up, talk to Beant. He's a master. He can help you with that. But basically, if you're using the online booking in HighLevel, you'd basically know the perfect time to automate a review request. And so we pull those reviews right into the system. They're able to reply to them right from the conversation stream, which is fantastic. There's tons of statistics out there that show consumers want to see businesses replying to reviews, addressing bad reviews, things like that. Builds trust. But there's also a cool little feature built in right here, which is the ability to dispute a Google review. Every business gets spam negative reviews, right? And it's super frustrating for business owners because they have no idea that Google will actually remove those. There's just a process that you have to go through. And so we built it right into the conversation where they can click this link. It goes straight to the form where they can tell Google, hey, this is spam or this isn't relevant or whatever. And Google will actually take those down. So it's a tiny little feature, but it has immense value. And again, this all happens automatically. It's automated. It costs you nothing. You don't have to hire labor for this, but your clients are finding immense value.
And the best part is those reviews are already being collected somehow by the business. They just don't have a ready way to respond to them. A lot of people don't download the Google My Business app on their phone to be able to see these. So now you've actually blown their mind by letting them know, hey, did you know you can respond directly from here? And people absolutely love that.
Yeah, great point. So number 6 is text to pay. So if your client has a Stripe account, which is free to create, right? It's super easy to help your clients create a Stripe account. It's an online payment processor, arguably the most popular now for online transactions. It's just like PayPal, all the rest, they take a small percentage of each transaction. So it's free to use unless you collect money, and then they take their tiny cut. But the point is if your client connects a Stripe account to their HighLevel account, In every conversation, there's a little money symbol at the bottom. They can click it and quickly create an invoice to collect a payment. This is fantastic. And you'd be surprised at how many businesses need this, because like their systems were set up by somebody else that they had to pay to do that, right? So the minute they need to collect something that's not programmed in the system, they're like, shoot, how do we create a product for this amount, this random amount that I need to collect this one time from this one person? And so likely they'd have to go pay the company they hired to set up their POS or whatever it is. And it's just a big mess. Well, now all of a sudden they can just do it right from the app, collect that money. And I promise you, if you are helping businesses collect money, they will be happy to pay you for a very long time. The cool news is subscriptions are coming to this soon as well. So they'll be able to quickly spin up an invoice that's a recurring payment as well. So text to pay is a very popular feature. Again, companies like Podium really made this kind of popular. But again, a lot of your clients are already looking for this in the market. They're looking for solutions to this problem. And again, it's one that's already built into HighLevel that you can collect revenue for.
And to add to that, Chase, there's multiple ways to do this. A lot of times, we think like, well, I don't know if this particular one's really going to apply to our business or not, right? And it applies to quite a many. And matter of fact, we just figured out a way to apply it to my surveillance business. So we, before for any support calls that are not on a subscription support plan, we charge them an hourly fee. It's $150 an hour, and we charge them upfront based on the issue that they're having. And before that, what we had to do was we would send them an invoice. Our AR person would create an invoice, send it. We would wait for them to get paid, then provide the support. Now we've provided this access directly to my support team. All they do is create a $150 invoice from here, send it through a text message. The person receiving the support gets it, pays it while they're on the call, and they continue on with support. So perfect way to implement it. There's many ways to do this rather than just one way that we possibly could think of.
100%. Antonio asked a good question. Will we be able to access our existing products through the text to pay feature? It's a great question. I don't know the answer to that. I assume the answer is yes. I already got an answer back. The answer is yes. Once the invoicing rolls out and then takes over, takes over text to pay. So great. Absolutely. It's coming. It sounds like it's coming soon because I know that invoicing is coming soon. So Antonio, sit tight and that will be out shortly. All kinds of businesses use text to pay. And like I said, you might think that they don't, but once you show them that they can, you'd be amazed at how many businesses start using it. All right, so let's go to number 7. This one's awesome. Help your clients send great emails, right? MailChimp is like a $3 billion company, right? Businesses understand that they should be emailing their clients, their database. And so they're looking for a way to create nice emails, and you can literally give them MailChimp inside of HighLevel, right? If you choose to give them access to the email builder and, walk them through it or drop a tutorial into a custom menu or something like that, basically you're giving your clients the ability to send fantastic emails with a great drag and drop builder. So if you look at the pricing of MailChimp, it gets expensive pretty quickly because like most softwares, they charge by list size. So the more success that you deliver for your clients, the more they have to pay these other software companies because their database has grown. With HighLevel, we obviously don't charge that way. So you can continue to charge your clients one monthly fee of $297, $497, whatever you want to charge for your white label. And they're going to find immense value because as you run your lead gen, their database grows to thousands and thousands of people. And when they look out into the market, they're like, wow, I would be paying, $200 a month just to MailChimp to send my emails. and it's built into the platform that you guys provide, right? So it's really a no-brainer. And the email builder is a great way to help your clients continue to generate new business through your platform. Sarah, is there a way to just collect payment info, like a no-show fee, for example? Well, a no-show fee, you would need to collect money, right? If you're just collecting info, you would just send them like a form, I guess. So maybe I'm not quite understanding, but yeah, there are multiple ways to just collect. Oh, I see what you're saying. Collect payment info in case that they don't show.
Yep.
Well,
one way to do it is
workarounds for this. Yeah,
I think one way to do it is if there's when they're booking the appointment through the calendar widget, you charge them a fee and let them know that it's refundable if you show or applied to your consultation. Otherwise, you've already collected your no-show fee in advance, and that probably even increases the likelihood of that person showing, just because they've now
totally
paid a fee.
You can do it that way, and you can also charge people on a product that has a free trial. That's manual work because you'd have to go cancel it if they do show up. But, I would post that in the Facebook group because I know people do things like that. I just can't think of the workaround that they use right away or right now off the top of my head. Okay, so that's number 7, automated wins. Let's check out number 8. This one's really cool. I love this one. It requires just a little bit of customization on your part. But what we're doing is we're saying to businesses, especially if you work in a niche, you'll quickly figure out the frequently asked questions that always get asked to that type of business, right? If we think about restaurants, they get asked all the time about gluten-free, wheat-free, whatever, all these types of things. Do you have vegetarian options? Do you have vegan-friendly options? All these types of things. So when you get your new client, you're like, oh, by the way, do you get asked these questions all the time? We know that, most restaurants or most whatever they are do. They'll say, oh, yeah, absolutely. You guys really know the industry. And then you're like, great, just fill out this form to let us know how you answer these questions. And we can actually automate the answers for anybody who chats in from your website or chats in from Google or Facebook or Instagram, et cetera. And so what you're doing, most businesses are like, really? That would save so much time for the folks that they typically have, responding to people. And this is super simple to set up in workflows, right? So you just essentially creating workflows for the FAQs, put them into your snapshot, and then just go punch in the answers and you're ready to go. And again, the system runs itself. It's automated, but it's immense value for your clients. All right. Number 9. This one is funny. Linktree templates. So if you haven't heard of Linktree, it's a company that came along and said, hey, it's silly that like most of our social media profiles only give us one link. We have to use it for the website, but we want to also link to other things. And so Linktree is this service where you can basically just build a landing page that's full of buttons. And it became very popular, and it has this immense perceived value. Clients think it's so cool. And it's obviously so easy to build in HighLevel. So basically build a template, put it into your snapshot, give it to your clients. And, again, it's just more value and perceived value that you're giving them, but really it's just automated, right? You're essentially splitting their Instagram link into multiple links. It takes a couple of minutes to set it up. And then it just runs itself from there. You can make them obviously look super cool, customized to their business. And so clients absolutely love it. And you just save it in a snapshot and customize it, and you're off to the races.
Yep. And by the way, one of my team members found your post from a while back about the Linktree pages. So they got inspired and built out a Linktree page that we are going to give away for free to everyone who attended the webinar. So
Nice.
you'll have that come in. It's fully customized, with custom values and stuff, just like all of our snapshots. So you'll be able to just put in your hex code for the color values and get those buttons going. And yeah, you'll have a Linktree page ready to use for yourself and offer it to your clients.
And what I love about doing them in HighLevel, like Linktree's, it's a super cheap service, but then they have like upsells, right? And so what I love about HighLevel is you can do anything you want on that Linktree page, right? Like you can launch a pop-up from one of the buttons that has a form. So turn it into lead capture, put a form that just asks for an email right there on the page. And now you're dropping another net in the water, right? You're catching more fish that were just swimming on by. And so especially great for e-com businesses like Shopify sites. Make a Linktree page that has, claim a, free shipping off your first order or whatever. And they work like crazy. And again, it doesn't cost you anything to run it, right? So Linktree page is tremendous value. It sounds like Beant's got a great offer. If you guys are new to HighLevel, you haven't signed up for trial, definitely hit him up for his link so that you can get a hold of that. But hopefully you guys have seen the value in these automated features and how you can get them going on day one. And now your clients are super pumped at everything that we just saw and the results that it's delivering right away, which provides you air cover for the time you need to get those first campaigns, those lead gen campaigns off the ground. And now your clients are no longer sitting around like regretting the fact that they paid you all that money, wondering if they made a good decision, overthinking it. You know what I mean? It gets rid of all that right away.
Yep.
So if you're not setting this stuff up right away, you need to start. It's actually very easy. And Jake, we should probably even put this into the slide deck, but hopefully you guys are already aware that in HighLevel, the first thing that people see when they log in is the Launchpad. And most of this is exactly what we talked about. Hey, make sure you download and sign into the mobile app. Let's get your Google My Business connected. Let's get Facebook connected. Let's get the chat widget set up. So it's all kind of laid out for you right there. And so, that's got to be step one. Start with the software stuff, sell it for whatever you're comfortable with, $97 a month, $297, $497, whatever, you think that your industry will pay. But remember, Podium is already out there selling these features for $500 a month on a year-only agreement. So you can sell against that and win on price every single time. So I love to do it like this. If you guys have been, if you're already doing lead gen and you're worried how you're going to like pivot to this, I love to sell like this. Great. Dr. Bob, whoever you are, you're interested in our Facebook ads package. That's awesome. The success of this is all powered by our software. It's $297 a month. It does a bunch of cool stuff. You could even walk them through what we just went through. Let's get you signed up for that first, and then I'll turn on your ads package. And so you sell them on the software first, you get that subscription running, and then you add a subscription for SEO, Facebook ads, Google ads, or whatever, so that when the day comes when they want to cancel the lead gen service, which the day will always come, I promise you, they will continue to pay for your software because you just turn off the ads package, the platform keeps running, they want all those automated things to continue happening, and now you're no longer losing clients that you would have lost in the past completely. You're now retaining them for a couple $100 on a service that doesn't cost you any labor. So I would highly suggest
Absolutely
pivoting to the model if you haven't already, and Beant is a great resource to help you get that going.
Thank you, Chase. And I want to kind of add to what you just said. I think we all make it too complicated and too complex to get clients and try to offer everything that HighLevel offers. While we have those features available to offer, it's not necessary. The smallest package that HighLevel built out in the SaaS configurator, and almost everything that Chase just went over, is a perfect starting point. Matter of fact, those pieces will keep your client around for a longer period of time than overwhelming them with everything that it can offer. Some of us, have our HighLevel is a great software, but it's also complicated complicated because it's so complex and it's so customizable. And you and I, we live and breathe HighLevel because that's what we do, right? But our customers don't. They run a business. They're not going to spend hours and hours and hours trying to figure out how workflows work and how, this item works and that item works, how funneled and whatnot. And nor do they don't have the patience or the expertise to be able to do that. And you don't want to be sitting there building that stuff out for them. So until they're ready for that part, get them started on the basics of what HighLevel offers, because no other software is offering all of that in one anyways. And you're able to, keep your clients around for much, much longer and get them to see the power of the software immediately. The reason why people don't like starting new softwares is because they feel it's hard to get started with, right? Even if you get like a help desk software or something like that, you may, now I got to go through and set this up and this and that, right? Just because of that, it sort of, avoids people wanting to log in over and over again and kind of stay with the software. But if you're using the existing traffic that's already coming to their business and driving those conversations into the conversation inbox of HighLevel, they're going to want to read those messages, respond to them. They're going to want to use the software over and over again. And that will change their habit. Now they're going to be seeing the software as a daily part of their business. And they'll, probably come to you and say, hey, can we access these additional features or something like that, right? Now you can go ahead and upsell them on another plan while they're already loving, instead of overwhelming them in the beginning and then them just canceling you because they didn't started getting used to the software.
100%. And I'll tell you something else, which has been absolutely fascinating. I can't tell you how many times I've heard this since we rolled out SaaS mode, at least a dozen times. Chase, this is so crazy. We're not even selling our services anymore. We're just pushing software because they find that it's so easy to sell. The payments keep coming in. There's no churn. And so they're like, this is stupid. Why are we out here fighting this battle with Facebook ads when this stuff goes so well? Let's just double down on being a software company. So I'm not telling you to stop selling your services. They're much higher ticket, which is fantastic, but the churn rate is much higher. And I would highly encourage you to adopt the software model and see how it goes for yourself, because you might become one of those agencies that's like, you know what, let's shift our focus into selling these automated features because it goes so well. Is it possible to customize the nav to list all these services or create our own marketplace where they can learn more about each and place an order? Yeah, I mean, like, Katja, I would build yourself a sales page or a website that focuses and showcases these features with the two-step order form where people can sign up. And that's really what SaaS mode is about. So the $497 plan that we have at HighLevel allows you to build that plan. All of these features are already in the base plan. They're locked in there, like Beant pointed out. And Beant can totally get you set up with all of that so that people can go to your website, read about these features, watch videos if you want to watch videos, but literally sign up, put their info in, their credit card in. The system creates their account automatically, sends them their logins automatically. If their card fails, it'll block them from access automatically. All that kind of stuff is what's in SaaS mode. So, if you need a guide for that, Beant has helped a lot of people so far make that transition.
Yeah, absolutely. If there's any questions related to that, feel free to reach out to us. We also use the HighLevel Webchat widget right on our website as well. And that thing is amazing. So unlike live chat, you're not able to answer back to those questions. And people don't stay on the website all that time, just like what Chase pointed out earlier. So we're able to get back to you either via email or text message, depending on which part of the world you're in. Whenever my team has a moment or we take a look at it, right? Instead of you just waiting to see is someone going to respond, and then you leave and you never get your question answered.
Or you can automate replies, right? If it's looking for keywords, you can again build workflows. If a message comes from the Webchat widget that has this word or this phrase, just send back the reply. And to the person, it feels instant and it feels real because it's going to their cell phone as an SMS, right? So it's not, it doesn't feel as automated or bot-like as live chat auto replies that are typically pretty stupid, right? They're just asking you the same questions regardless of what you said.
Yeah.
Whereas with workflows, you can build it specifically to look for specific things. So tons of value in the web chat widget. Absolutely, you have to get it on your site. And what's beautiful about a lot of these is imagine how easy this is to sell. Walk down Main Street in your town, pick a business, and then go to their website. Do they have a chat widget on there? Probably not. Go look at Google My Business. Do they have GMB Chat turned on? Probably not. So there are two critical features right there that you could walk in and sell them on. And it's just a no-brainer because the truth is sooner or later, they're going to realize they need that stuff. They're going to go look for software that does it. And so it might as well be you that delivers it to them and collects the revenue, right?
And if they do have a live chat on there, then send them a message. Likely you won't get a response because they're hoping that you're waiting around on the website and no business owner or is available to actually respond to those messages. And now you have a better chance of going in and say, hey, I went to your website. We sent in a message. You never responded, but did you know you can use this instead? And you would have been able to respond, and you have their phone number to respond to. I get questions from clients, and they're like, "Hey, when we talk about the web chat widget, they're like, well, does it have the live chat option?" And we tell them no, but it's by purpose because it's better than live chat. How many times are you going to really catch yourself sitting in front of a computer and be ready to respond, right?
Trust us. Yeah, exactly. The statistics are clear on this. Like people think they want live chat. You don't. Trust me. I got to jump to another webinar in a couple of minutes, but I see a good question from Bradley. If you sell these local businesses apps, do you turn off all the features in GoHighLevel? So yes, Bradley, when you're in SaaS mode on the $497 plan, the configurator, whatever feature you have in the plan, automatically does that. So if you just sell the stuff that we talked about today that's already there, when they log in, their permissions are already preset where they can't see anything else. So you can build other plans that have, or you can drag in more features, like if you want them to be able to see email builder or workflow builder or whatever, but it's completely up to you. But you configure the plan and then the system only shows them those corresponding features. I also saw Claude, is it better to have the client do this themselves instead of asking for access to their GMB? I found, Claude, that it's best to just have an onboarding process where you hop on a Zoom call, you screen share, and you walk them through doing it. And you can even pay HighLevel to do that. We get on a Zoom pretending that we work for you. We charge you $100 a pop. You should sell that onboarding for $200 a pop, turn it into a profit center, and now your onboarding has been taken care of. Cool. Well, we got to run. Thank you so much, Beant, for having us. Again, this webinar was just the first in a whole series. So hopefully we can come back and go through some more of them with you guys soon.
Yeah, absolutely. So guys, we're doing nine of these all together. Today was the first one. We'll keep
nice. We're going to do them all?
Yeah, we're going to do them all. So we'll keep you posted as the next dates become available and the timing. And yes, there will be a replay available to all of these as well. Happy to put together your questions. We'll answer them on the next one. Chase, thank you for coming and joining us here. It was a pleasure having you.
No, pleasure to be here, guys. See you soon.
Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.